I do not encourage or condone the use of tobacco or cannabis products, and if you're under the age of 18, you can go ahead and get out of here right now.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be rolling a cigarette with a rolling machine to see if it's any easier to roll a cigarette with, you know what I'm saying, to see if it's any easier to roll a cigarette with. If you guys haven't noticed, over my last couple videos of me rolling a cigarette, they're just terrible. The cigarettes are just horrible. I cannot roll worth a crap kind of thing. I cannot roll at all. But today, I'm going to be finding out whether it's easier to roll with one of these than hand rolling it, you know what I'm saying? I think without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the tobacco I'm using today. It's just going to be the typical, the Buglers, you know what I'm saying? The Buglers tobacco. The tips I'm going to be using today for the filter, I'm going to be using some raw tips, and the papers I'm going to be using today are some top papers, you know what I'm saying? I think without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get one of these tips out and go ahead and start making it into a little bit of a filter. I will be completely honest though, I was going to do a first impression video of using this, but it went on for 12 minutes and I still didn't figure out how to use this kind of thing. I had to watch like 20, 30 tutorials or something. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't have to watch like 20 or 30. I had to watch like 3 or 4 tutorials to get this, to figure out how to really use this, because I was just so confused. Maybe that's just me being dumb. I gotta be completely honest with y'all. Maybe that's just me being dumb, but I've got my filter already rolled, you know what I'm saying? But I just could not figure out how to use the rolling machine, so I was just like, okay, I've got to give up. I've got to give up on this video, and I'm just going to have to make another one later. So today we're going to be finding out whether it is easier. And I will be completely honest, I have used this cigarette machine once, but I didn't record it or anything like that. I was just experimenting, and the cigarette I rolled was not the greatest. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the greatest. It was my first try with this machine, but in my experience, it was a lot easier to roll with than rolling by hand kind of thing, because I'm just absolutely horrible at rolling by hand. So I've got my filter in there right now. I'm going to go ahead and put some tobacco in. I'm not going to be trying to really put too much tobacco in, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some tobacco in, and I just dropped that all over me. I should have been doing it on the deck, but I dropped it all over me. I got to be completely honest with y'all, which is very much a disappointment, I'm just going to sweep that off of me right now and clean that up later. I got to be completely honest. I'm just going to clean that up later because I got to be completely honest with y'all. Cannot be wasting any tobacco. I think I'm going to grab a little bit more tobacco just to put in there. I got to be completely honest. I think I'm going to grab just a little bit of a pinch to put in there. And I'm going to go ahead and start rolling this. So apparently the way you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to squeeze these two together. You're supposed to squeeze these two together. So I'm going to lift this up and squeeze it together just like that. So there we go. And then basically you're supposed to just roll it like this. So you're just supposed to roll them like that. There we go. Oh, my filter is coming out. Look at that. This is very much a disappointment, and there's so much tobacco coming out. I'm just going to go ahead and position my filter the other way, because I got to be completely honest with y'all. This is very much a disappointment. I cannot do it again where I'm trying to record a video with this thing, and I just have to give up about it. I just have to give up. So I'm going to go ahead and try this again. I'm going to spread out my tobacco a little bit more evenly. I got to be completely honest. Spread out my tobacco a little bit more evenly, and go ahead and try to do this again, because this, I am convinced I'm going to do this video. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and start rolling this a little bit, make it just a little bit easier for the paper to go in, make it just, there we go, just a little bit, just get that down kind of thing, just roll it a little bit, and then now I'm going to go ahead and stick my paper in. And I said I'm using I don't know where I put it somewhere, I don't know where I put it. Did I put the tobacco on top of it? I put the tobacco on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of a top one, you know what I'm saying, and get the paper out. And then the way you're supposed to do this, is you're supposed to do this sticky side out like this and stick it in just like this. So you're supposed to stick it in like that, and then, so there we go. So, and then you're supposed to, oh, paper dropped. So let's go ahead and try that again, because, oh, nope, sticky side out. So let's go ahead and try that, oh, nope, sticky side out. So let's go ahead and try that again, because that didn't work. So let's just go ahead and try to start rolling this. All right, so there we go, now it's actually rolling. There we go, and then right before it goes in, you're supposed to lick the paper like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go, and let's go ahead and see how my cigarette looks. Because now it's all rolled, and let's go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take it out and see how it is. Obviously, I'm still struggling to use this a little bit, and wow, there we go. There is my cigarette. This is not the greatest roll in the world, I gotta be completely honest with y'all. It is not the greatest roll in the world, but look at that. That is much better than I could ever do on any cigarette, and that is just basically a much better roll. So I would have to say it is a lot easier to roll a cigarette with a cigarette machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and grab that to get a little bit of a screenshot. It's a lot easier to roll a cigarette with a rolling machine than it is to roll a cigarette on your own. And you know what I'm saying? It is just so much easier to roll a cigarette like that. But let's, I think without further ado, go ahead and get this lit up, and let's go ahead and try to smoke it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how well it smokes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot to say yes, sir, yes, sir when I lit it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is just smoking absolutely, absolutely fantastic so far. And I think now that I have this machine, I think I'm actually going to do a review of the Bugler's tobacco. It does taste amazing now that I am actually able to smoke it with actually having a good roll kind of thing, now that I'm not just tasting paper and all of that. But this is just absolutely, absolutely fantastic, and there are no complaints on me. This is just about a perfect roll in my personal opinion. Man. And a lot of body. Because this is basically, I'm smoking this basically like an unfiltered, because I only have a filter like that. It's just a paper filter to stop tobacco from getting in my mouth. But let me tell you what, this is not bad at all. I may have to try rolling an unfiltered cigarette with the cigarette machine to just see how well that goes, because I haven't tried that yet. So that would be my first experience trying that, because I have not tried that yet. And honestly, I am very curious to find out how that would go. But what is the verdict? It's so much easier to roll a cigarette with a cigarette machine than by hand. I gotta be completely honest. It is so much easier to roll a cigarette with a cigarette machine than by hand, because let me tell you what, I cannot roll a cigarette worth of crap by hand. But this has allowed me to actually be able to do that, and I am very, very happy, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna try to get a little bit of a ghost, you know what I'm saying? Because there's really not a lot of wind right here. A little bit of a ghost, but not too much. The body on this is just absolutely fantastic. And this is a little bit of a thin roll. This is not a very thick roll, I gotta be completely honest. But I'm still very, very satisfied with this. I'm still very, very satisfied with this roll, and very, very satisfied with the cigarette. I'm sure as I continue practicing with the cigarette machine, I'm just gonna get better. And maybe I'll have to try rolling more cigarettes by hand as well to try to get better. But I gotta be completely honest with y'all, I have just given up. This cigarette machine has just made it so much easier to roll cigarettes with, and I just absolutely love it. And the verdict is just simple. It's simply put, it's so much easier. It's so much easier to roll a cigarette with a cigarette machine, and I'm just so happy. I hope y'all know what I'm saying. I'm losing my train of thought right now. I gotta be completely honest with y'all, but man, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much easier. You know what I'm saying? But man, this. It's just absolutely fantastic. And I'm happy. I'm very happy that I was actually able to get this video to work. And I was very happy that I was able to talk to y'all and not have to ditch the video, because let me tell you what, that would have just been a very big disappointment. Very, very big disappointment, because let me tell you what, that would have been the second video with this cigarette machine that I would have had to bail on. That, and that would have just not been fun at all, I gotta be completely honest. I wish I could have a table in front of me so I could be showing y'all my entire process, but sadly I don't have a table that would come up to like here or anything like that. Even though I'm sitting on the porch, I don't have a table that would come up to here, sadly. So I'm sorry about that, but nothing I can do about it, you know what I'm saying? But overall, just absolutely fantastic. And it even relights itself. How nice of it. It is smoking a little bit weird right there, as you guys can see. There was a little bit of a hole, and then it kind of mixed in kind of thing. But not bad at all. This is probably the easiest way to smoke a rollie. And let me tell you what, I am getting a little bit buzzed. I gotta be completely honest with you. I'm getting a little bit buzzed. But not bad at all. I gotta be completely honest. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth trying kind of thing. And this tobacco just tastes absolutely fantastic. And I definitely am gonna have to do a review of it very, very soon, you know what I'm saying? Very, very soon. Hopefully be doing a review of it, you know what I'm saying? But overall, no complaints on my personal behalf. I think I'm going to have to relight this in a minute. But I'm just going to give myself a minute to chill, because let me tell you what, I am buzzed right now. So, but man, I hope, my day has been absolutely fantastic. I've literally just been driving all day. I got to be completely honest. I drove like 3 hours today, but other than that, my day has just been absolutely fantastic, and no complaints on my behalf, you know what I'm saying? No complaints on my behalf. It is a little bit of a cloudy day today, but I hope y'all are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I hope y'all are enjoying your day as well, and I hope you guys are enjoying, and if you guys aren't enjoying your day, I hope this video helps make your day just a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit better. But, yeah, this is just absolutely fantastic. I think I got a burp. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this relit, though, because I gotta smoke the rest of this cigarette. It is getting a little bit hot, I will be completely honest, and man, that ash just went all over me. That ash just went all over me. I'm going to be stinking of ash when I go back inside. Let me tell you what, I'm going to be stinking of ash. But there is nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing I can do about that. I just said that 3 times. Why did I say that 3 times? But it is what it is. It is what it is, you know. I just said that 2 times. I just said that 2 times. I cannot believe me. But this is just an absolutely fantastic cigarette, and definitely something I'm very, very glad I did. Definitely something that I don't regret doing at all. This cigarette machine was the best $3.69 I ever spent. That's right, 69, you know what I'm saying? $3.69. Too bad it wasn't $69.69. No, I'm just kidding. I would not have bought it if it was that much, because that is too expensive. But this overall has just been absolutely, absolutely fantastic experience, and it took a little bit of learning, but the thing that really helped me, because I was really struggling to just get the paper in there kind of thing, the thing that really, I really didn't understand at first about this was that when you put them together with the tobacco inside, you have to roll it just a little bit to get a little bit of compression kind of thing. You just have to roll it a little bit like that, which can be a little bit hard at first, but I got used to it after like 5-10 minutes kind of thing, and I was really practicing. I practiced with friends for like an hour rolling stuff, you know what I'm saying? I haven't rolled anything else in this yet, anything else, you know what I'm saying? But maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll have to do that eventually. Eventually. It's, what I'm talking about, sadly, is not legal, you know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about, but maybe I'll have to do that eventually once it's legal, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead, and I think this is out again. Absolutely humongous body, biggest body on any cigarette I've really ever had, I gotta be completely honest. But man, this is just so strong in nicotine. This is so strong, and it's just killing me right now. It's just killing me right now. This thing is kicking my butt. But there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing I can do about that. I said that 3 times again, you know what I'm saying? But this is just absolutely fantastic. I do apologize for taking so long to smoke this cigarette, but it is what it is. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? This is just a struggle for me right now, because I am just so out of it. I'm so buzzed right now, and I do apologize if I'm mixing up my words or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? But this is just absolutely fantastic. And as I said, I hope you all having an absolute fantastic day. I cannot complain personally, besides driving for 3 hours. Driving for 3 hours, not a lot of fun, but nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that, you know what I'm saying? Man, that is getting a little bit rough now. That is getting a little bit rough. I may end it before the filter hits, because I gotta be completely honest with you, I'm not trying to take those rough hits right now, because I am just dying because of this. I'm just dying because of this right now. And the filter goes to about here, I want to say, about here. So I've got a little bit of a cigarette left. I've got a little bit of the cigarette left. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take one or two more hits and go ahead and end it right there, because this is just kicking me right now. This is just kicking me. Getting all that tar in my lungs, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's going to be it. That was a lot, you know what I'm saying? That was a lot. And I am not used to rolling cigarettes. I'm not used to rolling cigarettes, so I do apologize if this video is a little bit scuffed or anything like that, because as I said, I'm just not used to rolling cigarettes, not used to using the cigarette machine at all. But verdict of the video, using a cigarette machine is so much easier than rolling by hand, and I'm very, very glad I was able to learn how to roll with a cigarette machine, because let me tell you what, it's just so much easier, and it's so much easier than rolling with by hand, because you're just going to have variance. This time, it's going to be pretty much the same every time, you know what I'm saying? But I think without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram and my book in the description down below. Highly recommend you guys check all those out, you know what I'm saying? I have my merch in the description down below, you know what I'm saying? Go check that out too. Not wearing it today, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'll be wearing it in the next video, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, guys, as said, and until the next one, guys. I know it's been a little bit of a long one, so if you guys are here, you know what I'm saying? You guys are the real ones, but thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Until the next one, stay safe, in peace, and have a great one. Stay safe out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?